How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Chapadão Farm. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, Welcome to Fazenda Chapadão, a vast map inspired by the lush landscape of the state of Mato Grosso, Brazil. The setting has been carefully designed to offer Farming Simulator 22 players an authentic and immersive experience in the heart of Brazilian agribusiness. 2 grain selling points. Sell your factory products at the supermarket. Case IH store, 2 irrigation pivots, 3 farmhouses to choose from, aligned crops. Map includes various landscape plants, limestone factory available on the map, wood selling point with a sale point, sales point for bales, added a small town. Have fun. There are mods required for this map, starting with the Package Mega Silos by Lostgamer, the Jocto K3500 by Jocto, and the... I'm going to pronounce this purposely incorrectly because I do not want to be dinged by the monetization issues. So, it's the F brand Irrigation Pivot by the F brand maker and SR Vertex. This map was created by Lostgamer and Pedro Cavalet and is 313.8 megabytes to download. If we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. We start out up here in the northern portion of the map at our starting farm. We start out by owning farmland number 1, which is right here, and that includes our main starting farm as well as a field but has no product in it. Let's see, you can purchase all areas of the map, and the map is extremely expensive. So we start up at the kind of smaller areas around here, 1.4 million. We get another smaller one at 724,000, 1.3, almost 1.4 million, 1.3, 1.3.5 million, 3.4 million. We got this one here with a kind of farm built in-ish right here for almost 5 million, 1.7, 1.8 million, almost 2.7. I mean, it is extremely expensive, all areas on this map, but because you start out with a pretty good sized field, it should be pretty easy and pretty quick to start building up towards those more expensive plots. So all areas are buyable. You do not start out with animals. Contracts are available, and because they're big fields, they're big prices. As you can see, 115,000 for a parsnips. Now, parsnips, red beets, and carrots are built into the map. You do not have to have the DLC, but as best as I can tell, there's no way to actually harvest them without the DLC. So that's kind of something to look out for. Because you can see here, parsnips are built in, but it's not giving you any equipment. So be on the lookout for that. If you do not have the DLC, the premium expansion, then I guess you just can't work these. They're just going to pop up and they'll be there. Nothing you can do about it. Let's see. No production chains to start out with, and there are collectibles, 21 of them to be precise. If we took a look at the mods specific to this map, starting out under the Buy menu, scroll down to the Mods and DLCs tab. Under Chapadão Farm, we have the Grimy Ventor 4150. This is a peanut harvester. That is one of the additional products that we're able to have on this map. As you can see down here, we have the 3 premium expansions. We also got black beans here, but we have peanuts and coffee beans are on this as well. Now, if we take a look at also the mods specific to this map under the buy menu, the build mode. Under sheds, we scroll to the right, you'll see Chapadão Farms down at the bottom right-hand corner, the hay shed. That is one specific to this map. There's nothing under silos, nothing under silo extensions, but under containers, again, scrolling to the right, you'll see the water tank there listed under Chapadão Farms. Under tools, there's nothing, and lastly, under farmhouses, we do have one right there at the very end. If we look at our productions tab, scroll to the right, you'll see right here the coffee factory. That is a mod specific to this map. Nothing under selling points, nothing under greenhouses, but under orchards you'll see coffee trees as a orchard. So that is a mod specific to this map. Nothing under generators. There is nothing at all under animals or decorations, but if we go to our landscaping and painting, you'll see several additional painting swatches for us right there. Nothing for trees, but under plants you'll see several flowers and plants here for this map. Now, because we start here at the starting farm, let's go ahead and take a look at our starting equipment. Under our owned items, we start out with a large tractor, the John Deere 8R280. Harvesters, the New Holland CR1090. Under crop protection, we have the Berthoud Bruin 4200. Under cars, we have the Mahindra Retriever. Trailers, the Kloss Carrot 140 TD. Header for the New Holland. Planters, the Kverneland Optima RS. And under sprayers, again, we're going to refer to this as the F brand Pivo 4 Lance. Two of these are the pivot sprayers. Now, that is everything for our starting equipment. So let's turn around. Right here, we have our sleep trigger and repaired wardrobe trigger right there. And right in the distance over there, that is a water buy point, a water tank. So that is everything on the farm. Literally it. You got some of your equipment right out here, and some of your equipment is tucked away inside right here. So let's go ahead and grab the Mahindra, and we're going to start making our way around the map. As you can see, this is very much in the need of repair, and that's going to be a lot of your equipment. It's going to need some TLC very, very quickly. So we're going to start out by going out west to our secondary farm. We do not own this farm, but I will show you how to acquire it. So I got to be careful because there's a bunch of bumps and stuff in the road as I drive. This Mahindra is loosey-goosey on a good day. Throw in some bumps and it's going to be some fun rides. So we make a left here, and now we go long. You can see it in the distance there. That is the number 2 farm, or what I'm going to deem as number 2. As we approach, slow down here, and right here, come to a stop. Now, we were here on our main farm, saw everything we needed here, came down this road, up here, and over to this area. Farmland number 12 for $1.7 million, $1,781,448. We'll go ahead and buy that. And you can see we get some pop-ups that come up. We got a water tank right there, wardrobe trigger right here, and a sleep trigger through the door right here. And that's it. You got some more storage, nothing else. So we're going to hop back in. And now we will turn here. Oh, no, that's not get out of control just yet. There we go. So now we're going to backtrack a little ways, get out to this next branch in the road. Here we're going to make a right. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Here we go. Okay. And you can see the next point of interest are there off to the right hand side. A couple of sell points and a production point right over there. We'll go check them out. So there's going to be a lot of driving because there's quite a bit of distance between all the various different points of interest on this map. So get up to here, we'll make a right. And then right over here is our first set of interest. So right here in front of us is a production point. This is the lime production point. Can buy this for $250,000, pretty expensive. You have your input here and here, and then around the back side there are 2 output areas. One here and the other in front. One of these is an output for your production point, and the other one is a lime station. So one of these you can actually pay to get lime, and the other one is a part of the production itself. Unfortunately, I'm not sure which is which. Actually, you know what? I think that just answered it. So this one here gave me a start filling trigger. And as you can see, I was able to buy 460 liters of lime. So this here is the filling station. This is the actual lime station here. This is a part of the production right here. So let's go ahead and head out and go right next door to our next point of interest. Right over here. Oh, yeehaw. I was hoping maybe a little weight in the back would help keep this thing stable, but apparently not. Now, tucked away back here, this is the Lizard Hortifruit sell point. Head back out. Make a left here. And now we're going to head to our next set of interests. So ways down the road, you got this main stretch right here in the middle of the map. It's the only paved road on this whole map, spans the whole map going east to west. Now coming up here to my right, we want to turn. And then we're going to go to farm number 3. And there's a bit of extras here on this farm. So we'll come over here into the driveway, and then we'll take a look at the map and show where we've been and what we've seen up to this point. So we were up here at farm number 2. Came out to this road, down south to the main road, over here where we saw the lime production point, and then the lime buying station right there. Went right next door to the Lizard Hortifruit sell point, came back out, all the way down the road, down here to this point right here. Farmland number 6 for $1,470,960. Buy that, and you see these couple of pop-ups come up right there. Now, we'll run over here. We have a gas station, aka just a diesel buy point right there. We have a water tower, or water tank, which is a water buy point. And then, similar as to the last farm, sleep trigger there, and wardrobe trigger right there. Now, over here, you can see that little wrench right there. That is a repair trigger. We'll hop into the Mahindra here. You can see the repair trigger right there. Park it right here, and there we go. And in front of me is the silo. This is the only silo on the map. You got your input there, no, output there, and input to the left over here. Now we're going to leave the farm because that is everything over here. Now the one nice thing I will say is, even though this is the only silo on the entire map that's kind of built in, you can use this even though it's not on any land that you own. So that is something to keep in mind. So now we need to head out. Make a left here. Oh, easy. We need to follow this all the way out to the east to the next road that's going to go north and south. And then we're going to go south, pretty much to the far southeast corner of the map. You can kind of see it way in the distance over there. So now we'll head south. And coming up here, you will see way in the distance, you can see the road gets pretty rough as we travel through here. So you get going pretty fast, you're going to lose control pretty quickly. Now we come through the gate. And this is the animal dealer. You can come to this location to purchase your animals if you have Pens and Pastures already installed on the map. We do not have Pens and Pastures right this second, but you come to this area, you can click on this animal dialog box, or you could use the same animal dialog box at any of the Pens and Pastures you have on the map. Now if you do that, you will incur an additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. The animal dealer is delivering the animals from this location to wherever you have it set up on the map. Now you can save that delivery fee by bringing an animal trailer to this location and using this dialog box to load into the animal trailer and delivering the animals yourself. Now, just to give you a rough estimate, For an adult cow, it's $100 per adult cow on top of the base price. So it gets pretty expensive. Depending on how many animals you're going to buy, you might want to consider getting an animal trailer and doing the delivery yourself, or you just might not be able to buy as many cows or animals as you want to get. So that is over here. We will head north now. Oh, there we go. And way, you can see it just barely in the distance there, the next point of interest. It is way, way out there. Like I said, there's so much space in between all the points of interest on this map. It's very, very open, very flat. It's going to be something that can be built up relatively easily, and you can buy all the areas. I am skittering out of control. There we go. But you can buy all the areas on the map, so you should be able to build this up pretty nicely. So now, coming up here. Oh, I can't turn. There we go. And over here. Whoops. Here we go. In here is the bale store sell point. And then right next door we have the big case store right here. Stop here. We walk inside the building. Got the shop menu right here. And let me out. Let me out. And come out back here. Open the door. And you have your repair trigger right here. Now hop back in. And turn around. And right here, we're going to make a right. Oh. Without hitting another car. Now here, we have the supermarket sell point. And right next to it, we have the gas station. And now, heading to our last points of interest all the way in the north. You can see them way in the distance off to the right. We do have a couple of the circular fields off to our left, and that's where our irrigation equipment is held up at. So now coming up here. Come across this little way station. To my left is the sawmill sell point, not a production point, and that is the pioneer sell point, and that is it. That is all the points of interest for the map. Chapadão. Yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm wrong. But anyways, now it's time to render my opinion and let you know what I think. 0 to 5 scale as per usual. So unfortunately, this map is not my cup of tea. It just really is not. It is extremely flat, extremely wide open. There's very little things to kind of catch the eye and make it feel like a very inviting place. It's very squared off, very much a map that is very worker friendly. So this would be a very good map for anybody who just wants to come on and kind of tinker and play, and just, even if you're like learning the game, this would be a perfect map because it's very wide open. There's not a lot to keep track of and to really kind of build up on. But for the most part, this map is just very whoa, that's something I wasn't expecting to run into. No. So that's something. Huh, there's a extended collision there on those things. I didn't know that. But anyways, there's it's just kind of, unfortunately, I can't think of another word that would better describe this, but it's kind of boring to look at. I mean, I'm sure it does a fantastic job in representing the area as it described in the description, but for a farming simulator map, this just doesn't fit my personal style of play. The color palette, I mean, again, seems like it'd be accurate for the region, but again, not my cup of tea. The roads and how you have these big tufts of grass just kind of sprouting out in the middle of them seems just very odd, very out of place. Again, something that could be a part of the design, or it could be just a kind of bug in the map itself. I do like these roads and how along the sides of them they have the kind of bushes and stuff that are kind of built into the map. That just kind of gives it a nice little feel, but then you look beyond it and you got these massive, absolutely massive fields that's going to take hours, regardless of the product that's in it, going to take hours and hours and hours of care and work to be able to get through them. So it's going to be, you're going to be doing the same job over and over and over, and with there being a lack of number of fields, it's going to be a very long time before you can move from one job to the next. And because there's the lack of number of fields, you know, you're not going to get tons of contract opportunities. You're going to get very big payouts for whatever job that it is that you do, but it's going to be one of those where it's just going to be the same thing over and over and over, and eventually, in my opinion, it's likely going to turn into a grind, a very, very hefty grind. So it's unfortunately not the kind of map that I would drop everything to go and play on. Now, all that being said, the one thing I will say in its favor is I absolutely love that they use the animated cows over at the animal dealer. I think that that adds a very nice, inviting feeling to the map. And for this map, there's not a lot that really, to me, makes it feel inviting. So that there really kind of adds to the map and its character. Now, what kind of grade would I give this map right as it stands? Right now, I'd probably give this a 2. Maybe even a 1.5. You know what? I'd probably give it a 1.5 as it stands right now. If it wasn't for it having the animated cows, likely would have given it something even less, maybe even like a 0.5, somewhere around there. So the animated animals at the dealer really does help, in my opinion, but certainly not enough to save it. But that's how I feel about it. And before I sign off, let me make sure I point this out, that this is in no way intended to be a personal attack. This is meant to be constructive criticism for the map maker or anybody else. This is just not my personal style of gameplay. So all that, like I said, it's not meant to be mean or insulting in any way. This is very likely a very good representation of the area. I don't know firsthand, but just one of those that just doesn't speak to me. So I'm very grateful that the map maker made it, and very grateful that more than likely there's going to be people out there who are going to really love and appreciate this map. So I'm certainly not the end-all be-all when it comes to the worth of this map. So all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.